Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're going to be doing a stock market portfolio update video. And as you can see in the thumbnail, you're probably thinking, wow, like we've nearly got to £200,000 in the portfolio, which is actually mad to think. And I just want to know in the comments below, put in the comments as you're watching this, when or how long have you been watching my YouTube channel for? Has it been a few months? Has it been a few years? Has it been a few weeks? Let me know in the comments below. It'll be just interesting to see how new some of you are, or how long some of you guys have actually been supporting and watching the channel since the early days. If you also want a free fractional share worth up to £100, then click the link in the description or use my code BEN on the promo code section and you'll get yourself a free fractional share worth up to £100 on Train212. So AMD has gone up 9% in the week. It's done insane. It's done amazing, and we're up 129% on AMD. And obviously we spoke about it. They've got a massive deal now with OpenAI, Oracle. They are working closely with a lot of the big companies, and you've got to think as well, Meta, I'm pretty sure will have a big announcement as well with how many of the new MI400s or the MI450s they will end up buying from AMD, because obviously they are very, very strong and very competitive compared to Nvidia. Yeah, so 40% more inference tokens per dollar, which is really, really, really strong. And I mean, that is the big thing for for AMD. They're more, and they're very cost effective compared to Nvidia, because the thing is, Nvidia as well, they've been in that situation where they've had such good products for quite the last few years, that they were the only people they could really go for. A lot of these companies could only go for Nvidia, and so Nvidia could charge the prices they kind of wanted to, so the margins have been insane, incredible. But then you've got AMD, however, as that's coming up, that's the new kid on the block. Obviously it's been around for ages, but they've now got to a point where they could become competitive with Nvidia in that space. And I mean, you're seeing it with OpenAI, Oracle, Meta have been using them, and yeah, quite a lot of different big companies have been using them. And I think as well, a lot of people that are ignoring is the chiplets design that AMD is going down towards, instead of the normal monolithic chips, because obviously that means they're more adaptable, flexible, and they end up giving a better yield as well on top of that, going down the chiplet design. So yeah, it's something I'm also looking into more. And yeah, I think there's a lot of things going for AMD, and I'm very excited in the future for them. Fubo, obviously, it's trading sideways, and it will trade sideways because, I mean, we're waiting for that deal to happen, and it's going to be the same old thing. And hopefully it could be end of the year, maybe right at the beginning of the year, we'll get the deal. Yeah, I've had a look at the financials that they ends up giving us, between the fact that when they do merge with Hulu, and I've used that data and have a look at where the share price could end up becoming if they were trading at a 30p, and obviously making sure the outstanding shares are changed from putting Hulu and Fubo together, and it gives me a certain share price that I'm happy to be buying some Fubo at these prices. Grab up 3.7% today, not too bad. Well, not today, on the week, sorry. And we're up 12% in total on Grab, and I bought a few shares of this. Obviously I did put that in the Patreon Discord, get them. I've ended up letting people know, because that's the whole point of that Patreon Discord. You get to see the amount of shares and the price I end up buying each one, because obviously I don't share that in these videos. I share that in that Discord group, and it is £5 a month, so link in the description. I mean, Grab, I think it's just going to be exciting with the earnings to see how they do. And obviously they're becoming profitable now as a company in the last few quarters anyway. Hopefully they can become a full year profitable. So yeah, it's just a massive, big super app in Asia. Southeast Asia digital economy expected to grow to 1 trillion by 2030. So that's quite an interesting stat to see. I'm going to skip over Honest, Iron, and the Nike one, because they're not obviously positions that I hold. I don't think anyone wants to really see them, but I can if you want me to in future videos, so just let me know. But yeah, so we're on Oscar at the moment, pretty much flat on the week, and it had some good news and bad news, if depending on how you want to take it. Obviously they've released their some new features that I will put on screen now. And yeah, I mean, they've now introduced a Hello Meno, Oscar's new menopause care plan for women 45 plus. So they're introducing new products, and they've also got Oswell, which is their new AI, you could say, chatbot, where you can talk to it and get opinions, such as like, it helps members understand symptoms, find in-network doctors, get cost estimates, renew prescriptions, and receive post-visit coaching. And that's huge because obviously it's keeping everyone in their ecosystem into their app, and that's what they're building. It's very similar to SoFi, where it's the all-in-one financial app. Oscar is trying to be that all-in-one health app as well. So they didn't react well with Molina's earnings, which is another healthcare stock, and a lot of the healthcare reacted quite badly to it, hence why Oscar went down, and then it ends up having a rebound as well. 2026 pricing does go off the assumption of the expiration of the enhanced subsidies, and that's something you've got to remember as well. So they're pricing in the fact that they could not get extended, and that's something you've got to remember that Oscar have actually said and put out. Obviously we'll get some more updates on the new earnings. And also, the company is aiming to become profitable again in 2026. So yes, you've got to also remember that. Obviously, I doubt the earnings are going to be incredible. Maybe I'll be wrong this year, Q3 and Q4. But 2026, 2027, I think the earnings will be a lot better for Oscar. But yeah, we're up 36% on Oscar. Palantir, we're up 3.7% on the week, and we're up 845%. Not too bad at all. 500 shares of Palantir. If you want to check out this video, it's a 10-minute video. Palantir CEO Alex Karp on the multi-million-dollar strategic partnership with Lumen. I think I said that right. We're helping companies move faster than you can imagine and help them save money at the same time people are seeing the value of Ontology, which is the Foundry product that they have. So they're getting massive contracts left, right and centre. And I told you years ago as well, like I was saying, like I really do think Palantir can go into almost every company in the world. I don't see why not. Snap is up 3.4%. Haven't actually bought any more shares of Snapchat recently, but I mean, yeah, I'm up 6.8% on this. Very small position in my portfolio, as it is a bit more risky. I'm going off the fact that hopefully they can carry on with the growth that they are having with their users, daily active users, monthly active users as well, and with their AI glasses that they could be releasing in the future as well. And they are heavily investing in AI, and the fact that with their adverts as well, and making them tailored for that specific person, so that when people are paying for adverts and wanting to advertise on Snapchat, they'll be going to the right customers. And to be honest with you, it's getting closer to profitability, probably more so 2027 they expect to be. And the other thing as well, the stock-based compensation is very high. We'll have to see with this one. SoFi up 10%. I mean, we've got a lot of things going for it. We've got Tuesday earnings, which is exciting, very exciting indeed. So Wall Street expects SoFi's Q3 revenue to decrease by more than 10% to about $887 million, or earnings per share is estimated to jump 8 cents from 5 cents in the prior year quarter. I mean, I think the analysts are probably going to get this wrong. I think they're going to smash the revenue. I think they're also going to smash the EPS that they're expecting as well, and they'll be in for a bit of a shock, the analysts. So I do think these are wrong personally. The big thing as well, can they get to 1 million members this quarter? We'll have to see about that. If they do, that's huge, by the way. Really huge. It'd be their first one to do so. I mean, a lot of people are predicting about 930 to 960, so very close. But if they don't, hopefully they can do it for the next quarter. But if they hit 1 million, that will be massive, and I think the share price will reflect massively if they could get to that. So obviously CPI data came in as well, and it was better than expected. So CPI month over month 0.3 versus 0.4, and CPI year over year 3% versus 3.1% estimated. So yeah, I mean, rate cuts there's a massive probability that rate cuts are coming, and we'll find out next week as well. So yeah, we've got some really good catalysts going SoFi's way, and they're going into a good environment to, I mean, thrive, to be honest with you, their company. So they've got a lot of things going for SoFi, and it'll be interesting to see if they give us any guidance, or if they sandbag their guidance once again, or downplay it. Do you know what I mean? We'll have to see about that. And then last up, Tesla. I mean, they had their earnings, and I'll put it on screen now. They missed on their EPS, but they beat on their revenue, and their EPS really came down to heavily investing in R&D, research and development, higher stock-based compensation to employees, and yeah, and also higher costs for the vehicles because of tariffs. So yeah, they were hurt quite a lot in that aspect, which obviously drove up their expenses, which obviously would hurt the bottom line, which is the EPS. So yeah, I think it's not a, and I mean, to be fair, they had a record-breaking amount of free cash flow as well, which was a lot. So I mean, it wasn't the best earnings, but it wasn't bad as people think, to be honest with you. I don't think it's too bad at all. They're just very, very heavily researching into research and development, because obviously they want to be up there in the AI race when it comes to obviously the robotics, FSD. So yeah, so we're up 6.1% on the week on the portfolio, 11,400 we're up. And then in the investments, so the actual amount I've got in investments is £194,185, which, yeah, mad. And then to top it off as well, I have got an invest account that I've started up, a new portfolio, brand new portfolio from scratch. And I did that in my live stream, so check that out. And when I do go live in the evenings or during the day for the open, then check out the live streams, because I will be going through that portfolio as well if you're ever interested in that. And also I'll be keeping it up to date in the Patreon Discord as well, link in the description. If you did enjoy this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video.